If you're selling your house yourself and it looks like this, you're probably going to have some trouble and you're probably going to leave some money on the table. But if it looks like this, you're going to make more money and you're going to sell it faster. In this video, we're going to talk about what you can do to make your house irresistible to buyers from the curb. Hi, my name is Joel Y. I've been a real estate agent in the state of Kansas since 2009. That's 11 years of experience I now use to teach you how to sell your house yourself for more money and how to get it sold fast. So today we're going to talk about curb appeal. In the last 6 videos during this series, we've talked about the interior of the house and getting it ready for market. We've talked about the kitchen. We've talked about how to make your bedrooms look bigger. We've talked about bathrooms. We've talked about gathering spaces like living rooms and dining rooms. And we've talked about why laundry rooms, basements, and storage spaces are so important. But in this video, we're going to talk about what's arguably the most important part of getting your house ready for market, and that's curb appeal. What people see from the outside when they're coming to look at your house, the first thing they see. It's so important when people are getting out of their car and they are walking up the walkway to your front door. They're already forming opinions about what they think about this house. And we want those opinions to be good. We want them to have a good feeling. We want them to be already dazzled before they even get inside and see all the fine work that you've done in there. So a few things that we can do to get the house ready for that and to impress those buyers is, number one, make sure the yard's picked up. Make sure it's in good shape. There's no branches on, the leaves are raked up, no kids' toys laying around, no garden tools. Just make sure that the lawn and the whole front yard is just free of debris. And the bushes and the hedges, make sure they're trimmed down below the windows. I see them a lot where bushes and hedges just kind of get out of control, and they might be somewhat trimmed, but they're like covering half the window. Keep them down low so that people can see the front of the house. And keep any vegetation or bushes or anything clear from the sidewalk so there's a clear path up to the front of the house. And we've talked a lot about power washing a house, and that's a really good idea, and it really should be done. But if you're not going to power wash your whole house, at least take a power washer or a hose with a sprayer on it and clean the front, the porch where the porch area is. Whether it's a big porch or a small porch, when people come up there and they're waiting to get in the house, they're waiting for you to answer the door, they're looking around. We don't want them to see cobwebs and wasp nests and bird poop, and it's a really good idea to make that all nice and clean. Some potted plants are nice too on the front porch in the spring or the summer. And maybe even if you're really ambitious, strategically placed along the walkway on the way up. In the fall, I've seen a lot where people will put mums. You can go buy these mums at the store, and they're not really expensive, but they're really bright. They're really vibrant, and they make your house kind of pop in the front. To refresh your house, is to put fresh mulch around all the trees and the garden areas and the landscaping. Fresh mulch isn't that expensive. You can do it yourself, and it really makes a big difference. The mailbox is another thing I see a lot of. Mailboxes that are leaning over, or they're rickety, or they need painting. Just make sure yours is sturdy and that it's in good condition. And while we're on the subject of mailboxes, a lot of times the address is on the side of the mailbox, but make sure that yours is on your house too. And if it is on the house, make sure that it's visible from the street. I've seen painters before that when they're painting a house, they'll just paint right over the address labels. If that's your case, get some new ones up there. And if you just have little small ones, get some big ones, because we want people to be able to find your house when they're out looking for it. Clean your gutters if they need it. Make sure there's no leaves or debris up in there. Especially during the fall when the leaves are coming off the trees, they have a tendency to get into the gutters, and it's just something that people don't notice, but it looks really bad from the street when there's leaves sticking out the top. I've seen gutters so bad before that there were little plants growing out of them. It's been so long since they've been cleaned. Just check yours, make sure they look good. And if you have a big porch, big porches are coming back in vogue again. Maybe put a couple chairs with a little table between them, or a sitting arrangement, or maybe a porch swing even. And your front door and your garage door. We've talked about before how replacing the garage door is the most bang for your buck you can get when getting a house ready for market. But if you don't need to do that, at least make sure that it's painted and it looks nice. Same thing with the front door. If they need painting, paint them. Windows are a big deal. Yeah, windows really make a house pop when you have clean windows. But if you're not going to do the whole house, at least make sure any windows that are seen from the front are clean. Windows literally sparkle when they're clean and when the sun hits them. And when people are pulling up and they see that, it's just, just imagine it. It's just a really good look. And that's about it. The last thing on the list is the doorknob. I just made a short video about a doorknob. I was at a house the other day and I couldn't get it open because the key would go in the lock and it wouldn't turn, and the knob wouldn't turn, and it was so frustrating because I had buyers behind me. It was embarrassing. Make sure yours is working smoothly. I mean, if you have to squirt some silicone or some WD-40 in there, do that. And heck, you might just need a new doorknob, and if that's the case, then go out and buy one and put it on. It's really not that expensive. Problem is, everybody uses the garage these days, and they come in through the garage door, and so those doorknobs rarely get used. And by the, through the weather and time, they just get sticky, and when that happens, it's really annoying and it looks really bad. And that's it. Do these things, and I promise you that people will give you multiple offers for your house. When they're driving by it, they'll see that sign in the front yard, write the number down, they'll call you, they'll write that number down and give it to their friends that are looking for a house. You really want your house to just wow people, to dazzle them. And that's how you go about doing it. And you'll get paid back in full when you take these steps to get your house ready for market. And if you found value in this video, please hit the subscribe button below, and every time I post a new video, you'll get an update. And hit that like button. It really helps me in the whole YouTube scheme of things. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.